What's up, YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here to bring you guys a new Naruto Shippuden episode 244 review. And episode 244 was good. It had good animation for the most part, good to decent animation, so I was pretty happy about that, as well as next episode looks like it's going to be pretty good animation. So I'm hoping Studio Period keeps up on this, but anyway, let's jump into the review. So the episode starts off with us seeing Motoi, Naruto, and Yamato, and the three of them are talking, and we see how Naruto actually asks Motoi, could he ask Killer B to help him out because he's trying to figure out how to defeat his dark side. And Motoi basically comes out and says, well, I can never ask B anything because I tried to kill B before. So everybody's sitting up there with these surprised faces like, what? You tried to kill Killer B? And he basically went into this huge backstory. So Motoi goes on and talks about how 30 years ago, the Eight-Tails basically broke out one of the Jinchurikis and started rampaging the village. And during that rampage, we also see that Matoi's father also died, causing him to basically have hate for the Eight-Tails. And you know what, this actually reminded me a lot of Iruka. Although Iruka never really, had hate towards Naruto, he never really liked the Nine-Tailed Fox, of course, because they killed his parents. At least that's what if I remember correctly about Iruka, because it's been a while since we've actually really seen Iruka talk, or I've really seen Iruka in the manga or anything of that sort. I'm not trying to spoil anything, guys, but yeah, I'm like, so Iruka and Motoi seem like they have a lot in common as far as both their parents died or whatnot in the attack against the tail beast in their own village. But the same hate that he had towards the Eight-Tails basically ended up turning towards Killer B later on, who prior to was his friend, which actually caused him later on to want to kill him, as we all saw in the episode. So when he actually did try to follow through and actually kill him, we all saw Killer B turn around, and he had a kunai in his hand, of course, and he tried to stab Killer B. He turned around, but it deflected the kunai, so B actually never really saw it. Well, at least Motoi thinks he may have seen him trying to kill him, but B always reacted in a positive way. Now, the good thing about this episode that I like to see is that we see that B also faced a lot of hatred, because later on in the episode we also see that people are throwing eggs at B, and seeing that B is basically kind of just brushing it off. He's kind of ignoring all the different stuff that people are trying to do because they hate him because of what he has in his body. And it's kind of actually sad to see that even one of his friends prior to this turned against him. Well, of course, because of his, the Eight-Tails and his father. But, it's not like he already didn't know B. So it's like, why are you getting mad at B? I mean, it's dumb. The villagers are already dumb enough as it is, reacting the way they do, like against all the Jinchurikis and all these different villages. But you think about, dang, your own friend turning against you? That's kind of messed up. But later on in the episode, the interesting part is that Motoi, the reason why he actually told Naruto all this different stuff is because he wanted to see how a Jinchuriki like Naruto would maybe react or feel about what he had done, and if there's he wanted to basically confess to Naruto first. This then later on causes Naruto to kind of want to think to himself, so he went ahead and went to another part of the island, sat down, and started really thinking about the village and wondering, do I trust them or do I not trust them? Because they didn't care about him any time before him becoming the hero of the village and doing all this different stuff. So it really makes Naruto think, he still somewhat hates them. I mean, we all know that from seeing his dark side, but he really is trying to figure out what to do about that. Motoi and Yamato go looking for Naruto later on, trying to figure out where he went, figure out like what part of the island he's at. So they finally find where he's at, but then the giant squid from earlier on in the episode before attacks once again, but it attacks Motoi and grabs Motoi. So Yamato and Naruto are all yelling like, oh my goodness, well, it's mostly Yamato. But then we see Killer B comes to the rescue and saves Motoi. And when he saves Motoi from the, squid, then they go, like, he basically confesses to Killer B, tells him that he tried to kill him and that he's really sorry. And then we actually see Killer B act like it never happened. Killer B doesn't even remember anything like that. And you really see true friendship, because Killer B forgave a guy who tried to kill him that hated him at one point and basically brushed it off like nothing. And I think Killer B did know what Motoi tried to do, but again, he just wanted to, he's moving past those things. And that's why he basically had forgotten all about it, or at least pretended as if it was nothing. Because to him, it no longer is nothing, because he's looking towards the future. And that's how I kind of see the episode. So it kind of gives you, thought like, maybe there's a chance for Naruto to be this way. Like, so Naruto, as you think about it, Naruto's all happy because he sees Matoi and Killer Bee acting this way and getting all happy. And it kind of makes you think about the future, that this is something I hope. I hope that Naruto and Sasuke end up that way. That, even though Sasuke tried to do that, I could just see it once Naruto actually goes ahead and handles his hate. Maybe he'll react in the same way as Killer Bee, and maybe they'll be friends again, or at least be, cool with each other again. I would really like to see that at the end of Naruto, because if you think, well, that's true forgiveness, when you forgive somebody, see somebody actually tried to kill you and you forgive that same person, that is pretty cool. I don't know, that's really cool. As for the next episode, though, the next episode looks like it has pretty good animation. It's not the special animation, but it's like really close to it. It looks really crisp and nice. So I hope Studio Period actually keeps up with this, and I'm hoping that they don't just F up in this arc somewhere or anywhere, after this. I hope that they keep semi-decent to good animation, just somewhere in there. I don't want them to come up with these bad animation like Invasion of Pain arc or parts of the Fire-Kage Summit. I'm hoping that they animate things well, that they keep up on it, that they just do a good job, or at least, I hope that they got all their band animation out in those 2 arcs and they just continue to do well, because I know a lot of people have been turned off by the anime just because of the animation. So I'm hoping that maybe this good animation, if they keep this up, because it's only been going on for 2 episodes, if they can actually keep this up and keep going for an entire arc, maybe the next arc or whatever, with this nice solid animation, who knows, maybe this will bring some more people back into the anime, and actually they'll enjoy it more because Studio Period is actually putting a good effort in. And besides that, I've noticed that in a lot of animes lately. I've noticed that in Bleach and One Piece as well, that they've been putting in pretty solid animation lately, and that we haven't been getting any crappy animation. So I don't know, maybe they got a lot more money now. Maybe somebody gave Studio Period a donation or something, because they've been doing a lot better lately. So anyway, this is Game on Cloud 9 here. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And I know this video, just have to say, I know this video came out a day late. Please forgive me for that, but I had some school stuff going on, but I told y'all I was going to get it out. Anyway, thanks for watching this, and see you later.